Welcome to the Legally Fluent 2024 Business Training. Now, in the next few days, you will have access to podcast episodes that will answer the question, what are the 5 essentials that you need in your business in 2024 to be able to attract and close clients worldwide with peace of mind and without the legal drama? If you are an avid listener of the Legally Fluent podcast, this is a special series that is marked as episodes 72, 73, and 74. The goal is for you to start your year right. And as usual, I'm here to break down intimidating legal and entrepreneurial concepts into simple actionable steps that you can implement today. And it doesn't matter if you're just starting out or a seasoned entrepreneur. If you want to discover what works and what not, you are in the right place. I am your mentor and host and your teacher for this series, Vena Verga-Danemar, an onlinepreneur legal strategist, co-CEO of the Danemar household, a lawyer and like you, an online business owner. It's mid of January, and let me just take this opportunity to greet you a happy new year. With the new year comes an opportunity to reassess what went wrong and what went right in the previous year so that you can make a business plan that will actually propel your business growth this year. And so this is our starting point in this podcast training. What happened in 2023 that actually changed the online business landscape and affected or will affect your 2024? Now, the first thing that changed is how easy it is to enter the online business space. It can actually be both a blessing and a curse. Now, if you are new in the online business world, the threshold for joining an online business is actually not high anymore. You can start almost immediately. But at the same time, this can be a curse because it means that there will be more competition. Now, let me illustrate. Just 10 years ago, when I was running my own private law firm, I remember paying a lot just to create and maintain a website because you actually require a very expensive website designer who can code things for you. Now, when I entered the entrepreneurial world in 2017, there were already website builders which allows you to create your own website, although the learning curve at that time was still high. I remember depending on my husband for every bit of a change that I need to make on my website. But this is no longer the case. The existence of dummy-proof platforms, all-in-one, and the proliferations of social media services like storefronts made it so easy to build an online presence in an online business. Now, the second thing that happened in 2023 is the proliferation of AI. I mean, let's be honest. Who among you never used an AI last year? I'm pretty sure you tried, even at least once. Now, not only did this make it easier to enter the online business space, it also made content creation so easy. And because making content is so easy, business owners blasted content left and right. And this means that it is now more difficult more than ever to attract and maintain attention. Now, together with these developments come tighter legal restrictions and regulations. So, for example, data privacy laws became more restrictive. There are now more rules that regulate unsolicited marking and also tighter rules that actually prevent phishing and spamming, which is good for consumers. But sometimes these developments affects business owners and it makes it more difficult to run their businesses. Now, do you remember last year when Facebook made you choose between paying to avoid ads or staying as a free member? How does this affect businesses, at least in the EU? So, if you are paying for Facebook ads, this incredibly limits your reach because now those who have the spending power can choose not to see your ads. Of course, I'm not generalizing, but imagine how this Facebook move can affect you as a business owner. If those prospects who have the spending power chooses not to see your ads, then your ads will only be shown to those with lower spending power, those who cannot buy from you. If we are to summarize these developments, they all boil down to this fact. It is now more difficult to attract and close clients wherever you are in the world. And assuming you attract and close clients without the proper legal protection in place, you may as well be attracting legal drama. So, what do you need to absolutely have in your business to help your business grow with peace of mind? The number one essential that you need to have is proper positioning. If you are a product based business owner, you might be thinking that proper positioning only applies to service based business owners. Not so. But before I explain, let's first discuss what is proper positioning anyway. Think of proper positioning as how people see your brand. It's like defining your vibe. When done right, positioning makes you the go to expert in your field, sort of like the backbone of your brand, turning it into more than just a regular business, but a trusted authority. Now, it's not just about appearances. Positioning also works behind the scenes. It helps you attract more clients, not just any client, but your ideal client. It also allows you to set prices. Positioning transforms your offerings from just a commodity to a must have. It shifts your products or services from average to essential. So, when you have proper positioning in place, people aren't just buying things from you, they are getting something that fits their needs. So, let me give you a concrete example, one for service based business owners and one for product based business owners. For service based business owners, let me use myself. I am both a lawyer and an entrepreneur. So technically, my offers can just be legal stuff. But that does not differentiate me from other lawyers because any lawyer can just help you with legal stuff. So how do I differentiate myself? How do I position Legally She Can? First, I provide you with a legal solution that is in fact applicable to one-woman business owners. Not just generic solutions that are usually applicable to brick and mortar businesses or big companies. That is what usually lawyers are trained for. Second, when you work with me, I will provide you with a holistic solution that will not only protect your brand, but will also help it grow. Now, this avoids the overwhelm and the feeling of being pulled in all directions, which usually happens if you have a business coach that says one thing and a lawyer that says otherwise. And the third thing is because of the international experience that I gained as an online business owner myself, and through my education in 3 different countries, and also through handling multinational corporations, I can actually help you attract clients anywhere in the world with peace of mind. Now, let me give another example that is more applicable to product based business owners. Let's take the example of the bag Amelie. Look at their taglines. A functional bag that you don't buy in the men's department store. Now, as a woman, I struggled finding a laptop bag that doesn't really look like the usual backpack. It just ruins my style. And so when I saw Amelie, it actually attracted me right off the bat. Now, another tagline that they have is empowering women beyond bags. I mean, sure, having a bag and feeling empowered are two different things. But by showing CEOs, founders, and successful business owners using their handbags, one can be attracted into buying that bag because they too want to feel empowered. Now, another thing that the Amelie company uses and repeats in their promotional materials is the fact that their bags are designed in Switzerland and handmade in Italy. Now, aside from the fact that this line actually serves a legal purpose because in Switzerland there is actually a regulation on the use of the label made in Switzerland, this phrase, designed in Switzerland and handmade in Italy, makes one feel that the bag is sturdy, very fashionable, and high quality. So even if there are thousands of laptop bags out there in the market, Amelie bags stand out because they naturally attract women, especially professional women. I mean, I actually bought two, And they're not exactly cheap. So you see, with proper positioning, you elevate your services or your product from being a commodity to a must have. And this is very important because if what you are offering is just a commodity, something people can just purchase anywhere, you cannot set your own prices. You will always be dictated by the law of demand and supply, which means you will always be pressured to keep your prices low to keep up with the competition. Now, when you have the proper positioning in place, your only competition is yourself. So the next question is, how do you create the proper positioning for your services or your products? Here are some steps that you can follow. First is you need to understand your brand identity, which involves getting to know yourself better. What fuels you? What are the things that you don't like to do? Who do you want to serve? The second thing that you need to do is you need to know your audience very well. You need to have feedbacks, surveys. You need to have beta testers that will help you. The third thing that you need to do is to niche down instead of niching up, because I always believe that if you try to talk to everyone, you are in fact talking to no one. So you need to have a laser focus who is going to be your audience, who is going to be your consumer, and you can do this by niching down. The fourth thing that you need to do is articulate the value that your product brings to the market. Remember my example a while ago? When a woman buys from Amelie the bag, they are not just getting a fashionable bag. They are getting a bag that can empower them. And the feeling of empowerment is priceless. So, empowerment here, or feeling empowered, is the value that they offer. Now, here is a question I'm sure you're asking if you are a service-based business owner. Do you need to have degrees and credentials in order to properly position yourself? Well, degrees and credentials help, but what is more important is that you're able to establish your expertise because you have profound experience and knowledge on something. If you studied something for a long time, or if you have experience helping others on a particular topic, that can establish expertise. Of course, a word of caution. A lot of service-based business owners think that positioning works like this. I earned X amount in my business and you can too. Or I gained X number of clients in X number of days and I can teach you how. Now, these statements without the proper legal policies in place can actually attract legal drama and undesirable clients, so you need to be extra cautious if you're making these statements. Alright, so there you have it. Our first essential that you absolutely must have in your business in 2024, proper positioning. So whether you are new in business or you have been in business for some time now, go back to the drawing board and see if you are positioning yourself and your business well. It will also help you evaluate your business time and time again because as you grow, you might need to do some tweaking. But take note, I'm not saying that whenever there is something new in the market, you need to try it. That is not proper positioning at all. Proper positioning actually helps you withstand these drastic market changes because positioning goes into your very essence. Alright, so if you found this episode and this training useful, share it with your friends and your colleagues. There is still time to register for the 2024 Legally Fluent training so that you can get not only this business training but also the legal foundations training. Go to www.legallyfluentacademy.com/2024 training and register. This legal foundation course is usually on sale for 99 euros or 99 francs, but only during this period from now until the 21st of January, you can access this training absolutely for free. If you want to learn the second to the fifth essential, listen to the next episodes. Episode 73 will be available tomorrow. And until then, my peppy friend, take care, keep striving for your goal, and stay legally fluent.